Hello, hello, good evening. It's evening here, it's 9 p.m. UAE time, and I am super excited to be here on today's edition of U&A Market Entry Question and Answer Sessions. So, we're going to be answering questions regarding the business licenses, setting up your business in the UAE, and investors visa. So, I am here to take all of your questions. And trust me, it's going to be an amazing time. Not gatekeeping here. So I want to welcome you on TikTok. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I want to welcome you on YouTube. Welcome for joining me. I want to welcome you on LinkedIn and on Facebook. This is going to be an amazing session. This is the time to ask a UAE market entry consultant all your questions about doing business in the UAE, um, moving your business over from wherever you are into the UAE, or even maybe you are already in the UAE and you want to start a business. I am here to assist you with all of your questions that you might have. Welcome once again to my live question and answer live stream. I think this is a good place to clap. All right. So we've received a couple of questions in the week past, and the questions are quite interesting. It shows that a lot of work needed to be done in this area, and I am here for it. I'm fully here for it. Most of the questions have been coming from expats in the UAE, people who are living in the UAE, professionals who work here but are looking to start up a business. So I'm going to go over the questions one after the other. But before I do that, I'll just do a quick recap of the two episodes that we had before. So in the first episode, I was answering some questions as well. And at some point, we had to go into the discussion of the differences between mainland licenses and free zone licenses. That was a very interesting one. And then the following week, we moved into talking about the e-commerce license. So there was a question about the e-commerce license, people who wanted to go into the e-commerce industry, who wants to sell stuff online. So the question that they was surrounding the e-commerce industry, and I was super glad that we were able to go through all of that. If you want me to go over it, please let me know. Welcome, everyone who's just joining me. It's my delight to have you here. We are taking questions regarding the business setup in the UAE. And when I say UAE, I think I really need to clarify this. Dubai is not a country. Dubai is an emirate, one of seven emirates of a country called the United Arab Emirates, UAE. So when I say UAE market entry, I'm talking about bringing your business over to Dubai, to Abu Dhabi, which is the capital of the United Arab Emirates, to Sharjah, to Hajman, to Hamakoin, to Ras Al Khaimah, to Fujairah. These are all the seven emirates of the UAE. Dubai is popular. We love Dubai, right? But Dubai is not the only city or emirate in the UAE. The United States has a lot of states that comes together, right? So is every other country with their counties, with their cities, that comes together to form a country. So in the UAE, Dubai is one of the emirates. It's the most popular. It's usually said to be the melting point of the world, which is absolutely true. Um, Struggled with that a little bit. So talking about the questions, I'm still expecting your questions. If you have any question right here, just type it in and let us tackle it. All right. I need to say this very clearly. Please listen to me. And this is to those who are already in the UAE. You live in Dubai, you live in Abu Dhabi, Ajman, Sharjah, anywhere in the UAE. You are not a local, right? You are not Emirati, but you live in this country. Please listen very carefully. There are information going about targeting people to get business licenses just because they need visa. I am putting it out there and warning that you should not do that. That is the wrongest means of getting a license. Of getting a visa. If visa is your primary point, your primary need, go to visa agents. Do not, I repeat, do not take a business license for the sole purpose of having a visa in the UAE. It is the wrong path. Many people are taking the path. Many people are doing that right now. It is going to boomerang. The same way the partnership visa boomeranged, and it's a disaster right now. Many people went into the partnership visa just for them to have a visa. They did not know that it actually means that they own a company, right? After just one visa season, which is 2 years, they are unable to renew. Why? Because nobody told them that license is renewable every year, that there are some costs that come together into owning a company, that there are some procedures, there are taxes, there is bank account opening, there are so many things that qualifies your business to be a standing company in the UAE. If you don't have that, the government is going to track down that license and block it. And once it is blocked, it is when you want to renew that you will know that there is a problem. And trust me, canceling a business license is more expensive than getting a new one. I'm running out this warning so that our people, most especially the target here, are Africans. Some people will come on TikTok, on YouTube, everywhere to advertise that you should take a business license just for the sake of visa. Go and take your own visa. Just take a license and take your own visa. There is so much more behind having a business in the UAE. Yes, you can get a visa, easy. But if you are not ready to run a business, do not, I repeat, do not take a business license for the sole aim of having a visa. It is dangerous. It is going to, the consequences are high. And it's just a matter of time before the government begin to clamp that down as well. Please, if you have questions, this is a Q&A session, and I'm discussing the market entry into the UAE, business licenses, business setup in general, and investors visa. Okay. If that is if you need information regarding that, please stay on this live. Put your questions in the chats, because I want us not to spend more than 30 minutes. We are 10 minutes in already. So put in your questions in the chat. I will attend to them. My people on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube, I needed to sound that warning because I've seen it so many times on TikTok. They are targeting Black people, Africans, expats in the UAE, selling them licenses or putting them on business license that they don't know. Meanwhile, what these people needed was just visa. Okay. That being said, The first live session, I said we talked about the differences between the free zone and mainland. Now I'm just going to just say a few sentences about that, and then we move to the next thing. A free zone, as a foreigner, someone who is outside of the UAE, you cannot get a mainland license in any of the Emirates of the UAE. But you can get your business license, you can set up your business in the free zones. So the mainland are strictly for residents and locals. I hope that is clear enough. Secondly, when it comes to the free zones, the laws, the labor laws, the commercial laws, most of the laws that affect the Ministry of Economic Development of every emirate does not affect the free zones. So the rights of an employee in the mainland is different from the rights of an employee in the free zones. Some things, bring both ends together, such as the corporate tax, or taxes, anyways, generally taxes. The FTA mandates, that is the Federal Tax Authority mandates that every company, whether it's free zone, whether it's mainland, registers with the tax authorities. Yes. But aside that, I believe that they are different in many ways. So if you're picking a business license in the free zones, you need to be aware. Yes, you see all the fancy advertisement, the cheap licenses. There is so much more. After cheap, there are expenses. I need you to be clear on that. So somebody reached out to me, and the person was asking me questions regarding the license he had taken. You see, I laugh when people reach out in the first place to ask about business licenses, and I tell them the truth. That you want to start a business, what is the type of business? I ask the questions, and I'll give you my recommendation as an expert in this industry. But you know what? They go ahead online and then see all this fancy advertisements and go for it. Of course, KG will stay here and attend to my customers, the ones that God has brought to me. What can I do? And then at the end of the day, after 1 year, 2 years, you see these people coming back, asking me questions. So there was a particular person, a man, who went to a free zone and got the business license and got the visa. The free zones told him that they've given him a lifetime visa, that they in their free zone, their visa is lifetime visa. Let me state categorically here that there is nowhere in the UAE, there is nothing like lifetime visa. Please, as of today, as of this minute that I'm speaking, there is nothing like lifetime visa. You see it in the adverts of many of these free zones or of this consultancy, and then they just say so many things to entice people. What they are calling lifetime visa is what is renewable yearly. So you run away from 2 years visa into something that you heard that is lifetime. And now after 1 year, they are calling you to come and renew because of course it is renewable yearly. You need to be careful. Out there, people want money anyhow. And I've always maintained this. We are not business license hawkers. We are business consultants. So when my client comes to me, I listen to them. There are no two clients. There are no two businesses. All right? So when people come to me, I listen. What kind of business do you? I have a set of questions that I ask you. When you answer those questions, we go into a consultancy session, a brief one. Within 10 minutes, we're done. And then I will recommend what license you should get, where you should get it. We are channel partners to free zones in 5 Emirates. We've not answered Azakema yet. They have been sending us emails, but we've not. Right? We are channel partners to free zones in Abu Dhabi, in Dubai, in Sharjah, in Ajman, and Fujairah. 5 of them. So we know what benefits your business the most, and we give the recommendations. If you have a question, please drop your question in the chat. I'm going to attend to it. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone who has joined and liking on TikTok. Please share. Ensure that you share to 10 people, please, so that they can join and be on this meaningful conversations. And everyone who has also joined me on YouTube, on LinkedIn, and on Facebook, thank you so much for joining. Please share. It will be my delight to share that you share and that you like it. So when you like it, your network will see it and then they will come. When you share it, they will also see it and then they will come. That is how to support me. Thank you so much for supporting. I give all of this free information so that you will not make mistakes in your businesses in the UAE. Thank you. Thank you as you share. Okay, so now let me continue with my story. This person came back and it turned out that they have sold him the lifetime visa. And after 1 year, they called him to come and renew both the license and the visa. So he has to now renew both the license and the visa. The amount he paid in the first year, he now has to pay it again. Isn't that ridiculous? That is the trap, marketing trap that many people have entered just because they want it cheap. And if you are facing any issue, please feel free to reach out. Okay, I'm saying all of this so that other people will learn from it and then they will not enter into the same trap. There is nothing like lifetime visa in the UAE. When you enter that trap, you will continually renew your license every single year. You continually renew your visa every single year. All right, that being said, I just thought I should touch on that because it's becoming rampant. This thing started around last year, and so it's now for renewal, and people are coming back. They want us to help them. Okay. Last week, we touched on e-commerce business, selling online, listing your product online, selling online, whichever means, whether on social media or on your website. So in the UAE, you cannot just open a website and be selling without e-commerce license. The government is not enforcing that fully now. But you know how UAE works. With time, when the enforcement comes, many companies will fall into fines. Many companies will be penalized. So if you have a company that sells online, you need to have the e-commerce license. Now, if you already have a license, I mentioned it the last time that you would need to add the e-commerce activity to your license. So you don't need to go take an extra license, but go add the e-commerce activity to your license. With that, you are good to go. You are good to market on Amazon, on Noon, on all of these platforms, Temu, whatever you want to put your products. Okay, even on your website, on your social media, you are free. If anybody has a question regarding that, please feel free to put it up. I will address it in a minute. I hope that is clear. Please, no follower of mine should come and tell me that the government has given you fine because you sell online. Of course, you are free to come. But this is my warning, right? I'm here just shouting about it, that you need to update your license. Go check your license, business owner, UAE business owner. Go check your license. Go check your license before you sell online, before you open that website. Go check your license. If you don't have the e-commerce activity, go add it there. Okay, we have two types of e-commerce activity. We have the e-commerce through social media, and we have the e-commerce through websites. In this country, if you don't have a good business advisor, if you don't have a UAE market consultant, if you don't have a good consultant by your side, it is very easy for you to accumulate fines. And that's why you should follow this account. If you are not following me, you are wrong. If you are not following me, you are wrong. Because I'm going to be coming every Tuesday between 9 and 9:30 to answer your questions. I don't have more than 30 minutes. I'm only going to be here for 30 minutes. Okay. So if you are not following on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, follow now. Okay. Please ensure that you like this video. It will help us a lot. That is your way of supporting. My likes on TikTok are not enough. Ensure that you people like. Okay. All right. So the question that I got in the middle of the week, I'm just going to touch on that in the next 5 minutes, and then we will close. Everyone on TikTok, please tell me where you are joining from. I want to hear from you, even if it's just hello, hello, hello. Okay, I've got 35 messages. That's lovely. Thank you for joining, everyone. That's lovely, 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 lovely. Okay, so the question is this. So someone wants to start get a free, so the question is about freelance, the difference between a freelance license and a business license. Of course, the person came to ask questions about a certain activity that they want to run. And after listening to the person, the recommendation, the expert's recommendation was for her to go for a freelance license. What is a freelance license? Please listen to me very carefully at this point. The freelance license is the permit that is given to you as an individual in the UAE to carry out certain activities. It is not a company license. You are not setting up a company. Okay? We have what we call the freelance license. Now, when you have that freelance license, the freelance license does not have a separate legal entity structure from you. So it's the same as you. You are the same person. It is different from a business license. Once you incorporate a business, the business is different from the owner. The business can get sued and the owner will not be sued. The business can buy properties that is not for the owner. Of course, the owner owns the business, but the business becomes a separate entity from the owner. That is proper incorporation. You are creating a legal entity to carry out business operations. It is different from a freelance license. Anyone who holds a freelance license is a freelancer. It means that companies can reach out to you and hire you to work for them, work with them. Do you see? It is still the same you. You cannot get a bank account, a corporate bank account. You cannot get a bank account in the name on the name that you have given to that your freelance business. You cannot get a bank account. You can only use your personal bank account. I hope we are getting it now. So there are limitations to a freelance license, but a business license has all the perks, all the benefits of an incorporated company. So some people don't have a business or owning a business license. But because the business license hawkers wants to sell, they will not tell you the truth. They will tell you to go bring 5,500 and then you get a business license, and then next year they tell you to go bring 15,000, and then you are asking, what did I buy? Oh, follow this account now. Subscribe to this YouTube channel now, because every Tuesday I'm going to be coming here to give you the juice about the UAE market. Okay, so this person came, he wanted a business license, but at the end of our session, our consultation session, I recommended a freelance license for him. That is better for him. He doesn't need a whole business because he's looking to be employed by somebody else. So why would you take a whole business license? Some companies don't want to deal with another business, another company, right? They want to deal with a freelancer, somebody that they can put on payroll. Do you see? And there are various free zones and mainlands that we can get a freelance license, that we do get freelance licenses for our clients. So if you need a freelance license, please send me a message. Ensure that you're following so that I can see your message, and send me a message on all these platforms that you're watching me from. Sometimes all you need is a freelance license. Some freelance licenses, this is where you should please pay attention. Some freelance licenses come with visas, with a visa, right? The visa for the owner. While some freelance licenses do not come with visa. This is why you need consultation. This is why you need to ask questions. This is why you should not follow ChatGPT or Google suggestions. Google suggestions will bring you sponsored ads. You don't know. So, I'm here sharing the differences between a freelance license and a business license, and to tell you that Maybe you don't even need a whole business license. Maybe what you need is a freelance license so that you can get a job and get your salary and renew your visa every 2 years, or even sometimes get your golden visa and be rest assured that you're good. But this will come after proper consultation. Please don't go and fall into a trap. It is very easy to enter into expensive ventures in the UAE. Before you know it, fines are piling up, penalties are there. Many people are already on travel ban as we speak right now, just because of some of these things. Please, you don't want to be in that position. I don't want anyone to be in that position. It's 3:92 and I promised 30 minutes. This is where we're going to be drawing the curtains today, because I want people to come back to this video and watch it and enjoy it and quickly move into other things, because we are also coming back next week, right? So I'm going to be drawing the curtains here. I believe that you enjoyed the session. I believe that it was a blessing to you. I believe that you will not make the mistakes. I believe that you will ask questions. I believe that you will come into my DM and ask questions. My consultation is not free, but it depends on the kind of question you're asking. Sometimes I just pick up the call and answer you. All right. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. God bless you for joining me. See you again next Tuesday. I don't see any question in any of the chats, so I believe that we're good. I'll come with other questions that I receive in my inbox next week, and then we can talk about them. Stay blessed and have a nice week.